Welcome to Run the One. It's National Sales Director Ari Hathaway, and I want to say happy August. I hope you've had a wonderful start to your August. We are back from our first live and in-person seminar since 2019, and I just have to say, my soul is on fire. We are so grateful for having a founder like Mary Kay, who was so wise enough to understand the power of connection and of coming together. If this is your first Run the One, welcome. Typically on the first of the month at 1 p.m. Eastern time, we huddle up, power up, and get ready. But we were at seminar, so I appreciate the grace to move this to the third of the month, which is probably my next favorite number. And I just want to give you guys a shout out to our Driven National Area for being top ranked this year as a Gold Circle National Area and completing the Power Up Your Area Challenge. It was an honor. And we were on the stage crossing many times. Here's a fun picture recap from that night. It was wonderful. We had a wonderful time celebrating. And to the second runner-up, to the Queen of Sharing, our very own Elsa Abdel Rahim. Elsa, I am so proud of you. Many of you may not know the legacy of that, but our senior national, Joanne Bertolin, was the Queen of Sharing right before she debuted as a national. And the following year, my senior national, Daisha Wiegand, was the Queen of Sharing. The year after that, I was the Queen of Sharing. A few years later, I was able to pass on that Queen of Sharing throne over to my very own $1 million elite executive senior Cadillac sales director, Christine Denton Barrueco. And this year to be back up there, the legacy lives on in our area. Congratulations, Elsa. For those of you that this is your first time to Run the One, let me tell you what you can expect. Inspiration, empowerment, and I always close with a challenge because we need to be challenged. And what a wonderful month to be here, because I just want to share with you that this month, Mary Kay has an incredible, amazing theme that I'm particularly in love with, and I'll put it here on the screen, and that is to give the gift of confidence. Gift confidence to women. And when you gift confidence to women, you're going to earn this beautiful necklace. I'm wearing it as well too. It is so beautiful. It's bigger than you think. It actually makes a statement on your neck. It's gorgeous. When you have $1,200 in sales, $600 profit in your pocket, this is for you. And of course, Mary Kay announces that we're having a Uniquely You makeover contest. I love makeover contests because it gives you an excuse to talk about your Mary Kay business with everybody. Instead of staying to yourself shy, say, would you like to win a makeover contest? I'm doing a makeover contest. I would love for you to win. And we've got new products that are going to be coming out this month, including this limited edition Mary Kay Hughes eyeshadow palette that is everything. This is gonna sell out. You do know it's gonna sell out. It's gorgeous. If you watch the video that Mary Kay put out, looks great on every skin tone, as well as Downtown Brown is back. You guys, this thing has a cult following. Ask people, hey, do you remember Mary Kay Downtown Brown? It's back. Do you want one? One of my girls pre-sold 3 the very first day of August. Are you pre-selling? Get on it, okay? And then we have this brand new hydrating sheet mask. It's amazing. All the smart girls that went to seminar got a box of these for free as our gift. We're so grateful for Mary Kay for these gifts of product. And the beard oil is here. The men's beard oil sold out as well too. It's here, and it brought a friend with it. Our special edition Mary Kay Men foaming beard wash. So we've got amazing products that have come out this month to rally around what it is that we have going on. And I will tell you that the resounding message at seminar this year was thank you for carrying on Mary Kay's legacy and pass it on. You know, Monday, I'm sitting in the arena on closing day, and Mary Kay's grandson, our chief strategic officer, Ryan Rogers, is giving his speech. And Daisha had told me, you got to sit in the front next to me while Ryan gives his speech. It's like our favorite part of seminar because we feel like he's our Mary Kay, right? Like this is her grandson. She hand selected him to run our company. So we don't ever miss Ryan's speech. And I'm sitting there waiting for Daisha to come when all of a sudden someone sits to the left of me and I look, and it's Jessica Blair, Mary Kay's great granddaughter that runs the foundation. And I know Jessica and I hug her. I would like to say we're friends. I don't know if she would think I'm her friend, but I like to think that. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jessica. Like, she's like, come here, come here. So we're sitting next to each other. And as Ryan Rogers is giving his speech and flashing back to when his dad came back after leaving the company, he ran the company for 30 years. You know, he's like, Mom, I've been working for you forever. I want to do my own thing. And she kept asking him to come back. Please, Richard, come back. Please, Richard, come back. And it's a seminar that Richard comes back. And Mary Kay already had her stroke and couldn't talk anymore. And her son, Richard, is giving the speech. And Ryan is showing us flashbacks of this speech about how he's come back to the company to finish his mother's dream and ministry. And Ryan is thanking the Nationals when Jessica grabs my hand. And for those of you that have never seen Jessica, she's about as tall as Mary Kay Ash herself. She's a beautiful woman, a mom of 3 little girls, blonde hair, blue eyes. And she reaches out and she grabs my hand, and I just lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, how does one orchestrate such perfect moments in their lives? Like, what could I have ever done right? I have been sitting there. She moved and sat there because she couldn't see from where she was sitting, and she wanted to hear her cousin's speech. And then she grabs my hand, and I've always wished I had met Mary Kay. I had always wished I had had a picture with her. And here I am listening to Ryan speak while his cousin Jessica holds my hand, and I just felt like I was holding Mary Kay Ash's hand, of course. Perfect timing is what I want to talk about. I think so many times in life, we think we're behind, delayed, not on track, missed something, could have done more, wish I could be there. And especially after coming after seminar where you're so inspired by the stories and the women and the people, and you're like, I could do more, right? I was asked by our queen of sales, she's like, our $1 million director, Jennifer Bessiker, she said, who could do more? And we all raised our hand. We can all do more. But today I want to talk to you guys about perfect timing. And I shared this I'm part of a hotline. If you guys remember the days of hotlines, we still do these. It's called the Jesus Daily Hotline. And there's a number you just call every day, Monday through Friday. And every morning there's a new message. And I'm Wednesday's girl. So if you call, you'll hear me on Wednesday. And today I talked about perfect timing in our life. And I want to read to you this verse. It's really, really famous verse. You've probably heard it before. It's Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. And it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. And you know, when it comes to trust, and we relying on God, do you trust God enough to know that you're just on time? And I think that this was a big question that I had often. Am I behind? Am I delayed? Could I have done more? Am I in the right place at the right time, in the right position? Why am I still here in this position instead of there where I want to be? And this was a question I had all the time because I felt like I wasted a lot of time. And I wanted God to heal me from that. I want you guys to know, I remember apologizing to God for having wasted time. I don't know if you've ever been in that place. Like, I was just regretful and apologetic and promising to do something different when he said this to me. He said, Ari, there's no such thing as wasting time. I own time. I own time. And I can speed anything up. I can catch anything up. I can slow anything down. You are just on time, my daughter. And that year, I had the privilege and the honor of going to Israel. Some of you saw me journaling that through social media. And there were so many moments in Israel where everything was just on time. Y'all know 1 o'clock is a big deal to me. 1111, it's our area's birthday. But 305 is a big number for us too, because this is the 305 area code in Miami. And so our national area has this awesome, I guess, culture thing that we do. We have our alarm set for 3:05 p.m. And when it rings at 3:05 p.m., what we do is we take 3 deep breaths, 0 excuses, and we thank God for 5 things. That's our 3:05 tradition. You're welcome to borrow it. And I remember our very last day in Israel, we were walking what's called the Jesus Trail. So I had the privilege of being able to walk the ministry of Jesus. He was born in Bethlehem and he was raised in Nazareth. So we walked that. And when he started his ministry, it was started in Capernaum. So we walked from Nazareth all the way down to the Sea of Galilee, to Capernaum, and to Magda, where he met Mary Magdalene, and on to Jerusalem. And we finished off right after Capernaum on the Mount Beatitudes, where he gave the speech called the Beatitudes. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the weak in spirit, for they shall be strengthened. So this is where he gave that speech. So we finish our hike, and on the top of this mount today is a monastery where we got to spend the night on December 31st, 2019, to bring in the year 2020. Like, you can't orchestrate this stuff. God is so good. Well, we finish our hike. Our team is up there cheering, and I looked down at my Fitbit just to see how many steps I had in, and it was exactly 3:05 p.m. And I just took a screenshot, and it was like this little God wink. You're just on time, Ari. And a lot of times I'll look down at my watch, and it's 11/11, which is our birth date of our national area, 1111. And it's just a God wink. You're who with you need to be right now in this space and in this time. And that has given me a lot of freedom to run fully out instead of staying in regret of what I haven't done or what I could have done. And I have seen God heal because I've asked for forgiveness and I've asked for healing. If there's nothing you take away from this, the most powerful prayer I have ever asked God for is for him to heal me from the things that I know I've done, and even the things I don't even know because they're blind spots in my life. If you need me to know them so I can grab the lesson, great. And if not, just heal me and remove them. So I want to read to you that when it comes to trusting God, because trust in the Lord with all your heart, remember, we're talking about total reliance and spiritual timing, on his timing, not just partial trust in some areas where we feel the odds are in our favor. We have to be intentional when it comes to longer trusting the wrong things, like I did this wrong, or my experiences, and no longer relying on my intelligence, because those are things that are good. God gave you good gifts. He gave you the ability to do certain things that only you can do, and you're really good at it. But when we don't rely on ourselves and we rely fully on God, then we have great things, because God has a higher view, a wider view, and a more eternal view. And this is a special time to trust God with your whole heart, especially the parts where you've been holding back out of fear of letting go. Disbelief disrupts our destiny because we haven't believed. It can disrupt our destiny, but God makes up the time. You just ask for forgiveness and ask him to heal you, and you will watch him do amazing things because he owns time and he can speed it up. We block miracles when we give God just a small piece versus all of us. And it can be scary, or it can seem scary. I'd rather be all of me in God's hands, okay? And he can do whatever he wants. God isn't afraid or turned off by your emotions or your feelings. Instead, he wants you to bring those cares and worries to him, even in the middle of your frustration. I love that. Even when we're frustrated, just hand it over to him and say, I'm frustrated. Here you go. Tell me what to do next. Tell me what to do next. Know that every detour and every delay has been divinely orchestrated. Do you believe that? Like when you're late, or when you feel early, or when you're not on time, or I missed this person, or that was canceled. Do you go, no, I'm perfectly on time because I gave my life to you. Remember, God knows the ideal timing for you to arrive at your destination. So tell me, where are you struggling with trusting God's timing? What lesson do you think God is trying to teach you about patience, about intimacy, relying on him more, or about preparation, that you need to be more prepared? And where do you get stuck? And I absolutely love this because I want you to know that you are just on time. You're exactly where you need to be if you've handed over your life to God. He's in charge. He's in control. And at this seminar, just hearing the thank yous for passing it on, and hearing the story of Jennifer Bessiker. Oh my goodness, she was the queen of director sales, and I'm going to put her up here on the screen so you guys can see her, because I got a picture with her after she was the queen, because I was backstage with my top 3 girl. I wasn't in the arena, so this is the only picture I got of her. But you guys, our queen of director sales had 163 parties this year. She sold over $168,000. And she says, it really isn't a big deal. That's just 3 a week. That's just 3 a week. You guys, you can do it too. And this is what she said. She says, it is our job to pass it on. And I want you to know something really unique about this woman. I've had the privilege of doing Million with her when she was doing her first million, and we've gone on trips together. And this is before she had met her now husband and had her daughter. And she's just one of those unique leaders that has this amazing way of reinventing herself, but never forgetting herself. She's so humble and simple and true to herself, but constantly reinventing herself. She had to figure out this social media thing and she didn't want to do it. And, she was with her dad as he passed away, and it was her dream of having him on stage with her. And he just loved talking about Mary Kay. And Jennifer just like set my soul on fire on a whole nother level. You guys, our job, our goal is to pass it on. This is definitely our challenge. You guys, I want you to be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your. She talked about earning her first Cadillac, not because she wanted the Cadillac, but because she needed the money that came with the Cadillac to quit her job, to have the flexibility to be home with her 3 kids. It is not about the red jacket, the director's suit, the Cadillac. It is about what that brings. Those things are a byproduct of chasing after what sets your soul on fire. I love this Be Fearless, Fast and the Fearless, our future national Christine. She's always super fast. Be fast and fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. And we never close without a challenge, of course. And our challenge is to do 30 faces in 30 days. This was our challenge last month as well, too. And I said, you guys, we're going to keep going at this until we reach our 30 faces in 30 days, because this is what Mary Kay asked us to do. And Mary Kay is doing a It Just Fits premiere this month on August 18th. And guess what? If you haven't done any faces, you have no one to invite to this thing. So you're going to get on the phone today and you're going to make some calls and you're going to ask people to be part of that makeover contest. You're going to say, Mary Kay's doing a makeover contest. I want you and me to be in it. Can I please borrow your face? That's it. It's super simple, with enthusiasm, with excitement, because it's our job to pass it on. And you don't have anyone to pass it on to unless if you're doing your 30 faces. So this is really simple. And you guys, you can do them in person, which I love, highly recommend. But if you can't do them in person, just do them virtually. But there's no reason why you can't do 5 parties by August 18th, literally with 6 people at each. That's a hostess plus 5 friends. What are you offering your hostess? Offer her something you can get excited about. Say, how about 50% off shopping with 5 friends here? So let's invite 10 so that 5 show up, or let's invite 15 so that 5 show up. We're going to invite 15, 7 will say yes, 5 will come, and you get 50% off shopping. And that's going to help me get my 30 faces in 30 days done. One thing Jennifer shared that I absolutely love, she said this. She said, I went to the party and I didn't want to put the product on my face. And my friend said, she leaned over to me and said, oh, but if you don't put it on your face, it doesn't count towards my 30 faces and my power start. So I put it on my face and fell in love with the product. And boy, did she ever fall in love with the product. She's been selling the product for 18 years, you guys, and she loves it. And now she's the queen, right? You guys, just be kind, gracious, sweet. God knows the desires of your heart. Chase them down with reckless abandonment. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire, and know that you are just on time. Perfect timing is for those that give their life to the Lord and live in His good graces. Constantly, His grace is running over and through me so I can extend it onto this earth. We bring the kingdom of heaven down by being conduits of His trust and love and grace in our lives. I pray that you chase after these 30 faces, because it will bring you all that you've been looking for. We are so grateful for this opportunity. We must take Mary Kay's greatest wish and pass it on. Let's close in a word of prayer. If you'd like for me to pray for you, please stay on. Father, thank you for this time together to know that we live in your good grace. I ask for all those who don't know what it is to surrender their life to you. I spent so much time not surrendered, that they would surrender their lives to you, know what it feels like to be just on time all the time. Father, I thank you for your God-wink moments, for blessed things that have happened to us that we can't explain, that we've been there, and that it's your God wink to us to let us know we're just on time. I pray that we take this mission of passing it on, that you would be with all those that are committed to doing their 30 faces, to carrying on Mary Kay's legacy, to showing women how beautiful they can feel, and so many that need this opportunity, who are looking for more and asking for more. I pray, Father, that you would place us before women who've been looking and asking for more. And when we find them, that we could say, you've been an answer to prayer. because we've been faithful to pray. I bless those that are here. I pray that you would go before them, around them, and surround them, Father, that your holy strength and spirit would be with us. I ask for these things in the name of your son, Jesus. Amen. Ladies, have a beautiful, powerful, pink, and on purpose day. I'll flash back up the Jesus Daily Hotline for those of you that want it. Have an incredible, amazing month of August. I love you. I'll see you guys at our next Run the One. Bye.